Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your second reading for the month. So as I said, I think I said it around, what was it? I said it around July time that I wanted to upload 2 readings per month per sign. And the reason that I want to do that is because, I want to do a love reading through the Gypsy Tarot, and I also want to do I want to do a normal read, just a Celtic cross. Now, if the Celtic cross happens to be love, it happens to be love. If it's not, it's not. It's just the way it is. I don't really want to do 2 love readings, but sometimes Celtic crosses can show those situations as well. And you can also just try and interpret the situation in the way that you want to interpret it, okay? So, basically, this month is going to be mid-month for the Celtic cross because I didn't have a chance at the beginning of the month to upload all the readings together, okay? So we're going to do it from the 15th to the 31st, all right? This might be with you on the 15th or just after that. But what I'm using is the Golden Tarot. And the Golden Tarot is beautiful. And I've had it a few months, but I didn't use it because it was so beautiful. I just didn't really want to use the deck out, but I've decided to use it because I want you guys to see it. Other tarot readers probably use this deck anyway, in their readings, but I really like this one, and I thought I'll just show it off this month to you guys. This I'm using clarifiers as well from between the past and the present situations. All right, so I'm going to be using tarot the cards for clarifiers for then. The other clarifiers I'm using is a new deck. Well, it's not new. I've had it a little while. It's the After Tarot. And the After Tarot shows the situation, what happens after the fact. Alright, so this is the 2 of Cups on the cover of the pack. And it shows 2 people in an embrace. It's the 2 of Cups. Usually on the normal Rider-Waite, you've got 2 people clinking glasses. There's there's an agreement. There's a meeting. There's coming together. But on here, this is showing a real bond. It can show forgiveness, for example, that type of thing. So it shows after, and I'm using these cards in the future positions. Alright. So, let's have a look for you and see what's coming up over the next 2 weeks. Universe Spirit, show me Pisces. I hope I called you Pisces. Show me Pisces over the next 2 weeks. Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. What's coming in for Pisces in general? Just a general reading, please, on Pisces. Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. What's going on? Show me Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising over the next 2 weeks. 15th to the 31st. Of August, show me. We've shuffled the deck, Pisces, and what we're going to do, we're going to split it into 3, like so, collect it back up, and what we're going to do, we're going to start laying the cards. You guys, there's a situation that's showing victory, 6 of Wands. So 6 of Wands is a card about success, a successful situation. It can also show an approach. It can also show recognition. So some of you guys, the focus for the next 2 weeks might be on recognition with this 6 of Wands. But usually this is about a successful situation coming to fruition. What's influencing that situation? It's the Ace of Swords. So there's mental clarity that's coming to you guys. It might also be communication with the Ace of Swords. But because it's so well aspected by this situation here, this has to be, for me, about mental clarity or some form of communication here, because Ace of Swords can show communication. It can also show the overcoming of an obstacle. Aces are concepts and they're new beginnings. With Swords, it can be a new struggle. It can be a new idea. It can be communication, surprising communication. But it can also show when somebody's thinking clearly about a situation. So some of you guys, it might be something to do with the mind, because swords represent the mind, and this represents something that's victorious as a result of that. It might be an idea here with the Ace of Swords. Something victorious is the focus for the next 2 weeks. It could be communication that's bringing this in as well. What's the root issue for that, though? well, you've had an offer, Page of Cups. Page of Cups is possibly new relationships, new romances, but Page of Cups can also be a new creative path that you're taking, hence maybe a new idea that's leading to victory through the last 2 weeks of August. In the recent past, the 10 of Coins, some of you guys, there might be something financial that's happened here, shows great wealth, usually legacy, inheritances, that type of thing with a 10 of Coins. Can also be stability in a family situation as well, something also to do with work, because coins are work. The most likely outcome for the last 2 weeks of August is the 4 of Coins. So this shows stability, financial stability usually, and security with that 4 of Coins. What you'll experience coming in is judgment. So judgment is made on a situation here. Judgment represents a decision, but it can also represent a renewal of something. Depends what that shows with, really. If it's the 10 of Cups, then it might be a renewal with people that you haven't seen, family, friends, in a long time. Let's have a look at you guys right now. Your Justice. So you've got your Justice here. Apparently, with the Justice card, you guys, if this is you, you're making a decision. Potentially. Might also be that you guys have received some justice here, in which the focus is on victory with the 6 of Wands. Could be around new romance, but also a new path that you're taking, maybe an invitation. It seems to me that this is, in the recent past, could be money, big money with the 10 of Coins. Could also be something about family situations as well. The Ace of Swords being the influence of this shows communication, or shows some form of clarity or a new idea. 4 of Coins could be financial stability. Judgment shows as a judgment being made. You guys, what you experience, there's a change coming in here with the Wheel of Fortune, and that could be something for the better. Hope's a 9 of Coins, so this is about financial stability, independence financially, and the outcome shows as the Hermit. So the Hermit card, I think that there is some form of awakening here. It could be some form of a spiritual transformation coming in, because you got this Wheel of Fortune, and as a result of that, that's the Hermit. Sometimes the Hermit is somebody coming to you, or re-evaluation. Let's have a look at what the clarifiers are saying. So why do we have Justice here for Pisces? Why do we have Justice here for Pisces in the last 2 weeks of August? Show me. Wow. Justice, and because of the World. For some of you guys, it might be that you've had justice because something has reached a successful conclusion with the World energy showing there. Because the World energy shows a successful conclusion, you've got your justice here with the World. The root energy is the Page of Cups, and let's have a look at why this Page of Cups is the root issue for you guys in the last 2 weeks of August. Because of the 8 of Wands. So it might be, and this is a message card, so there could be something of an invitation. It looks like it's because of messages that are coming in thick and fast. In the recent past, you guys have had the 10 of Coins. Let's have a look at the 10 of Coins and what that's about. The Queen of Coins. So this is a money thing probably for some of you guys, Pisces, because you're showing in the recent past you've had stability financially. It could be in the work that you do with the Queen of Coins. It could be in finances of some sort, your resources. Maybe there's, because when you get queens, they sort problems out. That's what queens do. So they act on behalf of the king. So the kings show people that do. They act out in the world. The queens are the people that sort things out. Queens are, you know, they're rooted in water, okay? So they're always finding solutions to situations. They're based in emotion. But this Queen of Coins, when you get a Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody who's looking at financial stability. So you guys have found success, security, something financial with this Queen of Coins energy showing here. There's an invitation. What's that invitation about the 8 of Wands? The 8 of Wands could be to make some form of progress here, in which you guys might have been experiencing great wealth or some form of financial stability here, possibly with the Queen of Coins, sorting out something to do with your finances, your livelihoods, that type of thing, your careers even. The Ace of Swords is showing as what the influence is. Why do we have the Ace of Swords as an influence? Show me. Because of the Knight of Wands. So it might be that the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands shows enthusiasm. It also shows changes. You know, and the Ace of Swords can be change as well. So it might be that you've had something victorious come to you. You've got the Ace of Swords, victory and success. What is that about? A Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands could be a change for the positive, a change maybe for the better. Could be movement, could be travel, which is why the focus is for the last 2 weeks in August, the Six of Wands. And let's have a look at what this Six of Wands is. Because of strength. Alright, so you've got victory here because of strength. So you've overcome some form of an obstacle here, I feel, in the centre of the reading. The strength card means patience, but it also means it's a number 8 card, so it comes after this chariot. When you get the chariot, it's somebody who's being pulled in 2 directions. They're trying to reach some form of conclusion, some sort of victory, but nevertheless it shows that with the chariot, you're on your way to victory, but you've still got a couple of things to sort out. The strength card says that you've overcome an obstacle. So you've got victory because an obstacle has been overcome here. Which is why the best case scenario for the month is the Four of Coins. And let's have a look at why the best case scenario is the Four of Coins. It should show good cards, I think. Four of Coins is the best case scenario for Pisces. Why is that? Show me. Right, pressure's being relieved here with this Ten of Wands. I want to see what that pressure is around. The Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands on this card is about something that, a lack of enthusiasm. Alright, so the Ten of Wands on the After Tarot, as you can see, this person's no longer pushing those wands. They've let down their barriers with this Ten of Wands. So this is about letting down barriers and letting go of pressure. So I think that you're releasing some pressure here. You're finding yourself secure financially because some pressure is being relieved. What is that pressure that's being relieved? The Page of Wands, which is an interesting card because the Page of Wands on this shows a lack of enthusiasm for something here. Alright, so it's almost like you are, I'm trying to think of it, we've got 2 wand energies here, fire, passion, but this card on the After Tarot shows something was released. Okay, so a lack of pressure, I feel, because you've released something here, Pisces, with the Page of Wands. Because the Page of Wands on here shows a release. This person's walking away. He's being released from this woman here. So you've released something here. You've let go of something here, I feel. Judgment is showing up in the immediate future. Why do we have Judgment for Pisces showing up in the immediate future? Why do we have Judgment for Pisces showing up in the immediate future? Show me. There you go. You've got that Six of Wands showing there. Showing an approval coming, because this card shows somebody who's approving of someone else. You got Six of Wands again. So you got Judgment because there's an approval coming. So what is this approval about? What is this approval about? Show me. Well, there's an improvement coming. It could be over financial instability. You do have that Five of Pentacles showing there. Alright, so Five of Pentacles represents when you're unstable in your life. So there's an improvement coming because I think you guys might have been feeling slightly unstable about, especially maybe in terms of finances with this area here. Wheel of Fortune will be what you experience coming in. And let's have a look. Why do we have the Wheel of Fortune for Pisces coming in? Show me. Well, something is coming to fruition. A seed that's been planted. It's showing signs of life. Ace of Pentacles here. We want to see what this is about. What is this about? What is this about with the Ace of Pentacles? Temperance. The ability to let go and to let go of having to manage a situation here. I think you guys have just let go of something, and what's showing signs of life is as a result of that Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like the universe is saying to you, you've let go of something now, and that's because of a seed's been planted. Something's opening up here. So something that you've put into action, Pisces, is coming to you, I feel, with this Ace of Pentacles showing here, and that's because of the Temperance card. The Temperance card says that something that was under management, because Temperance can show something that's under management. It could be anything. It could be that you're finishing paying debts, for example, or if you've got sort of CCJs or maybe bankruptcy or something like that. I can read this card maybe as bankruptcy as well. That, you know, that's being released. Maybe there is some form of thing that you were under that is now being released for you and you're able to move forward. It looks like it might be something financial. We do have a lot of Pentacle cards showing here. We've got 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. And usually when you get a lot of one type of card, it says that the situation might be around that. 9 of Coins, which is financial independence and stability, is your hope. Let's have a look at why you are looking for your hopes for the 9 of Pentacles. There you go, you got another Pentacle card. Because of the Page of Pentacles. So this shows resources that are being given. This page When you get, he was holding on to the resources of the ace, and he was saying, what can I do with this? Now he's handing it over to someone. So some of you guys, it might be that your hopes are for financial independence, receiving money maybe with this Page of Pentacles. Let's get a little bit more information on that Page of Pentacles energy showing there. The Emperor, from an Emperor. So it could be from an establishment, for example, because Emperors represent social establishments. This Emperor relaxes the rules now. So the Emperor is more, he's not so staunch or stagnant. It might be the hopes are now that you're going to find yourself with the Nine of Pentacles in a better financial position because you're receiving finances. Who are you receiving these finances from? The Emperor, who's now relaxed the rules. So it might be that you're receiving something financially here, and the outcome is the Hermit. Let's have a look. Why is the outcome the Hermit for Pisces? Why is the outcome the Hermit for Pisces in the last 2 weeks of August? Show me. Because of the Ace of Cups. So for some reason you've got, could be new love coming in. The Hermit shows somebody who's seeking something. And what are they seeking? Well, it could be new opportunities, new beginnings. What's the Ace of Cups based on? What's the Ace of Cups based on? What's his Ace of Cups about? Ah, there you go, the Seven of Coins. So some of you, you know, you're looking at new beginnings here with the Ace of Cups, and they're nice beginnings when you get the Ace of Cups. Healing as well. So I feel that the Hermit in the outcome shows that you guys are going through now a new, you're seeking something new. You're going through a transitional period, but that's because of the Ace of Cups. Something nice, a new nice beginnings coming in. It's based on the Seven of Coins in the After Tower, and this shows somebody who's taking money from their savings. So it's almost like you've got more money or you've got more choice now because something's being released. And I think this is a financial thing that's happening for some of you guys, Pisces. Let's get the reading again. You guys are Justice, all right? So I feel that in the last 2 weeks of August, Justice suggests to me that you're receiving some form of reward. And that's because of the World. Something's reached a successful conclusion. There seems to be some good news with the Page of Cups that's come in, and Page of Cups is read as good news, okay? And what's that good news based on? Eight of Wands. So this shows some form of release that might have been coming. So it's good news, I feel, based on something that's being released with the Eight of Wands. I'm going to see whatever this is that's being released with the Eight of Wands. Let's see if we can drill down into what that thing is with the Eight of Wands, whatever this is. See what the Eight of Wands is. Well, there you go. Six of Pentacles. So I feel that there's something about good news coming in. The root energy is good news come in. What's the good news? Well, it's about something that's being released. Eight of Wands is a release card. And what's that's being released? It could be funds. It could be money. Six of Pentacles. Which is why you guys, in the recent past, Ten of Pentacles, it might be that there's something about feeling far more secure financially with this Ten of Pentacles. And that's because of the Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins can be somebody who's a financial advisor. It could be something to do with your resources. The Ten of Pentacles represents healthy, strong finances, possibly with the Queen, because of the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins is the ability to sort through those finances, to put things, financial situations and financial affairs into order. The influences are showing the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords, I feel that this is some form of communication you guys have had, okay? And it's about the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is also a card that shows movement. So it's over some sort of change, movement, something being released here with this Knight of Wands energy, in which Pisces, I feel that the focus for the month will be on victory with the Six of Wands. What is that? Because you've overcome some form of an obstacle that you were having here. The Four of Coins shows the most likely outcome from here is financial stability here. Why is that? Because I think that there's pressure. Ten of Wands that's being released. What is that pressure? Well, the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands, it's difficult really to read it with this card because it shows a lack of enthusiasm. So there's, you know, there's a release of pressure over the Page of Wands. Just trying to think what that is in terms of this, because this page is walking away. He's lacking enthusiasm for something here. So it might be a release of pressure over something that you weren't enthusiastic about. So for some of you guys, it might be that you thought you had to do something because there were issues with finances, and suddenly it's like, well, I don't actually have to do that because the finances seem to be putting themselves into order now. What you'll find coming in is judgment. There's a judgment being made. Well, what's that about? Well, the judgment is victory, Six of Wands. So that judgment is based on a victory coming to you. There's an approval here. What's that approval about? Something to do with your financial instability. So it could be a loan. It could be For example, if you were bankrupt or if you were paying a bill or paying a debt, it looks like that's completed here in the last 2 weeks of August. What you'll find that you'll experience coming in is the Wheel of Fortune, and that Wheel of Fortune is to do with positive changes coming in. Why is that? Because something that was planted now, Ace of Pentacles, could be anything, is starting to show signs of life. And why is that? I feel it's because you let go of a situation here, that things are starting to really change for the better, Pisces. Your hopes will be financial comfort, independence with the Nine of Coins. Why is that? I think that you're being given some cash maybe with the Page of Pentacles here. Who are you giving cash by? The Emperor. This is some form of an establishment that I feel you might be getting some form of a rebate from, or some form of money from, that type of thing. And the outcome shows the Hermit. Finally, transition, change with this Hermit. And what's the reason for that? The Ace of Cups. I feel that you're going to be looking in new directions, looking more at new positive beginnings. And why is that? Because of the Seven of Coins. It could also be that a waiting time is over in terms of your finances. Whatever it is that you've been saving up, you're able to maybe spend a little bit more off, because you don't seem to have such stagnant energy on you, Pisces, for your finances. It looks to me with your finances are about to change in the last 2 weeks, and you're getting something in. I think you're releasing something. Maybe these were bills that you had to pay, things that you owed, but I feel that there's going to be a release in that now. I feel that there's some form of a release happening here. Okay, in terms of maybe problems with finances holding you back, it looks to me like there's a release from that, and you're able to now start focusing on the future and maybe spending, and maybe even just a little bit more on yourselves. Okay, that's your reading, Pisces, for the last 2 weeks of August. I would like to say thank you so much for choosing Carol's Universe, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.